In Lava, you can customize your materials and loads and different things inside in order to make it appropriate for your project. So I'm going to go over to my building definitions and I'm going to take a look here at my load assemblies. The loads can be customized on screen by just adjusting the number right there. So I can type right on top of that and adjust it, so I can even type on top of the name as well. So if I wanted to adjust this to be 16 inches, and I can change all that. As long as I make a change and then I click apply changes, it will adjust it for this model. So I can go through and adjust any of the different kinds of loads I want. And so I'll click on this one. I can change this to be, for example, 3 pounds, and it will adjust and automatically update. As soon as I push apply changes, it'll update that force for me there. So I've got these different kinds of adjustments that can be made on this level, and we can do that one by one. I can also go into any of the different elevations, things like that, but in the database is also where it's stored. So if you have always ever going to be adjusting your loads, you may want to create a template file. So I've just started a new project, but if I want to save this as a template file, I can. So I can just say save as, and I might call this template, and it will adjust it there. I've been saved as a template file. And one thing I would want to do is go into my preferences and reset there my options to temporarily unlock the database. So by pushing that, I can say OK, and it will allow me to adjust my database. So if I come into here, I'm going to go to my California truss here. If this is one that I'm going to always want to adjust, I can come in here and this database, instead of on a one-off basis, I could flip through the ones that I really want to adjust. So let's go ahead and make the same adjustments, kind of similarly, 1.5. If I make all of these maybe different adjustments to the names, I can adjust them. Whatever is important to me, then I say apply changes. It will then calculate those for all of the dead load and live load. It will keep these changes, and I can toggle through a few of the ones that are important. I also can go with things like if I go to a shear wall, for example, if I go to a wood shear wall, and I'm always using the exterior wall, and there's the mark on the plan, and if that number doesn't coincide with what I like to use, I can make adjustments here. So let's say I actually do want to use this exterior wall here, the 7/8 inch panel here. I can change that. I could say yes on that. I can put a yes in front of those. I can change the marks. Let's call this an X, right? So like maybe that's my largest one. I want to make sure I mark that. Whatever that be, I can do all those things, and then it will then be in my database. So once I push save again for my template, I will start my model, so I'll just say save. And then whenever I start a new model, instead of saying new, I'm going to go and say
thanks for
open,
watching the video,
and I'm going to open
check
up
out
that
more
template
on
file.
lavabuild.com.
And that template's going to be the one that I'm going to use from scratch.